Welcome back, guys, to Unfiltered Convos, and today we will be discussing the season finale of Summer House Martha's Vineyard.
Yeah.
How did you find this finale?
I'm kind of like over it. I'm glad that it's done now
Mm-hmm.
because this finale, it was just a lead up to nothing. That's how I felt like it was a lead up to a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah.
There were some nice little itty bitty moments. That was great. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess they enjoyed themselves. I can see that they did, and they like each other. I guess I like that they gelled together after at the end over all the bullshit that they went throughout the season.
Right.
But for the viewers, I feel it was like a lead up to nothing. So I might
Yeah.
rate this episode a 6 or 7, thereabout, in between. I've been back and forth between 6 and 7. How about you?
A 5. For a season finale, it was a bit underwhelming. Like the
Yeah.
highlights from the episode for me was that Milo went missing for a couple minutes. There was not really much given.
Yeah.
The reunion that is supposedly coming up, I was expecting to see a trailer at the end of the episode for this reunion. There was nothing.
Yeah.
Based on the pictures, the reunion, that the fact that it's deep in the same studio where Watch What Happens Live is kept shows low budget.
Yeah.
Um,
And the outfits.
the outfits sounds like it looks like they were planning to go to the Nicki Minaj concert afterwards. Like, I don't know what is happening with Martha's Vineyard. I don't know why they don't give these people the budget to help make the show be great and stop
Yeah.
trying to, do stuff to basically make the show fail at this point.
I agree.
Um, we finally have Natalie took her ass out the house, and
Finally.
yeah, Simon decided to finally as well grace himself off the screen, and then trying to think what was really. Oh yeah, so we then had where Amir got from Nick that girls were saying that Natalie opened her big ass mouth and no one told her to open her mouth about anything, and she
Mm-hmm.
just being very messy that Natalie is. And we saw where Amir then decided to internalize everything and get in his feelings because no one should disrespect his white woman. So how dare them? So, what were your thoughts on when he received the news from Nick before he even confronted the ladies? But what were your thoughts on how he basically said that there's no way these persons really are being that disrespectful towards his white woman?
I don't know what he heard, but from what I was getting it from, it wasn't being disrespectful. And aside from that, he was there kikiing with his girl. It's
Mm-hmm.
giving girlsy girls, because he
Girly
was over there
girls.
kikiing about it first, and like if he should say it, or she should say it to Tasia or Nick or whatever about the situation.
Yeah.
And then at one point they were wondering if it's gonna come off messy, which it would have. Why did the fact that they were thinking about it, then they shouldn't have done what they did, or
Mm-hmm.
Natalie shouldn't have done what she did, or he
Yeah.
should advise her not to do it. Aside from that, she's a visitor. I would be telling my visitor not to do that. You're not necessarily a part of the show.
Yeah, she doesn't even
For
go
you to
there.
come in there and to try to drive the narrative or the storyline. So that was always a no-no. So whatever you get from after what you did is just it. That's just it.
Yeah. Then we moved on to where we saw Summer decided to let the
To
host know
leave.
that
Yeah.
she is in. And good for her. But what rubbed me the wrong way, and you can share your thoughts, your honest
Yeah,
opinion.
yeah,
But what
yeah.
rubbed me the wrong way was Noelle. No, she was going around telling everybody bye, despite she may not be on great terms with everybody, but she still went around
Mm-hmm.
as a person and told everybody she's leaving and maybe her reason for leaving. We saw in a flashback where the night before she did share at the table where, she's been going through stuff. And we saw where Summer was also looking for Noelle, I guess, as well, to tell her she's leaving. And we saw where
Mm-hmm.
Jasmine, I believe it was, who messaged Noelle to say, hey, Summer is leaving. Would you want to come and say bye? And we saw the abrupt response, no. No, for me, I'm like, bitch ain't that deep. Like, you guys, she shoved you and she apologized for it. And I'm trying to think what other moments did she really do something for you to feel like all gloves are off and all bets are off. I'm not saying you need to be holding kumbaya sessions and be best of friends with her again, but I'm just trying to think what really warranted you, and the fact that this is a girl who carried you into this house.
Yeah, yeah.
What warranted you to not even at least could tell this girl bye? So it's like you came in with her, and by the end of the 2 weeks, you switch up where you can't even tell the friend that carried you into the show
Put her
and
on,
into
right?
the house, and you can't even warrant a goodbye because she pushed you when she told you not to touch me. Yeah, I think it's not that deep, but you can share your honest
I don't
opinion
know
on
what you
what you
really want me to share. I mean, I totally agree with you. I was just trolling last night while you were watching the episode while we were on
Mhm.
FaceTime. How about that?
Yeah.
I was doing
Okay.
it for the fun
Because
of it, but I
I was
definitely
like,
agree. I definitely agree. It's not that deep. So it was crazy that she did that for someone who actually put you on. I
yeah,
mean, I still do love Noel though, but
it was just
it wasn't that deep.
exactly.
Yeah.
I was like, come on, Noel. Like, for most you could do is even come to the staircase, stand over the railing, and
Right.
say bye.
Our
Like, the fact that
wave
you
goodbye.
wanted
Right.
to wrap yourself in your bed and consume yourself in bed, and you don't have no time to get up and say goodbye, it just shows me the type of person you are. Like, I appreciate it,
Yeah.
and don't get me wrong, I still want her back. Don't get me wrong. But
Yeah.
it just shows me the level that you're at, because even before she was saying that she was leaving, it was this thing where you still were telling the girls that you don't think you can, forget or move on from whatever happened. And despite she
Mm-hmm.
apologized, it's like you see her, what type of person she is, and nothing's wrong with that. But it's not that deep. The fact that Alex,
It's
of all
not
persons who did not really speak
right.
to her throughout the entire time in the house because of what went down the first night, to at least be even outside as well. Because remember,
Yeah.
she said it's in the house that she's leaving, and he even was outside and they hugged goodbye. So I'm like, what really warranted you to not at least go to? I'm not saying you to hug her and kiss her goodbye and help her pull her suitcase out or anything, but I'm like,
But
what
what I
made
used
you?
to, what I also used to like see that it's not that deep. She went to talk to Bree, and Bree was like they were casual with the conversation. I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah,
And she
yeah,
was like, "You need to get a bath or something." They were laughing, because she's saying goodbye. I mean, and she
yeah.
was way more meaner to Bree. That I felt like she was way more meaner to Bree because of what she said. Because
Mhm.
when she said, that's why her boyfriend, which is what's his name, Simon, don't fuck
Doesn't
with
want
you.
to. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. So that was way more deeper than a push.
Yeah, and
Even
that's, I
but
don't
so
know.
that's why I
It
felt
rubs
like it
me the
wasn't that
wrong
deep.
way. It rubbed me the wrong way, and I was like, "Oh my God, Noel! Like, you're not gonna make this be the last episode of the, the season,
Right.
and you're doing something like this." But she can't take
Because
the
everyone was
shame.
like, I feel like the mood for all of them was like they wanted to close the show on a good vibe, or
Yeah,
you know on a positive note.
yeah. But someone didn't. I mean, sorry. Noel didn't want no positivity for this closing.
Right.
Maybe she
That's
felt
crazy.
like she would have stirred up some drama because she felt like me that this is going to be a lackluster season finale. So she thought that maybe I should just
Maybe
lay in this bed. Maybe that would strike some reaction out of Summer. So at
because
least
really
we
there
can go
wasn't
out
no
with a bang.
drama.
Yeah, it wasn't. It
Yeah.
was more of a close. It felt more like a reunion. It did not feel more like a finale.
Yeah.
Also, we saw where we had Miss Amir decided to put her foot down in the kitchen and also share with the ladies that she don't appreciate people coming off of her white woman. And
Yeah.
how dare you come for my white woman? She's white. She does nothing wrong. So how dare you come in and tell me that she was being messy? White people
I
are
f-
not messy. Why would you
right.
say that? So what were your thoughts on his conversation and also Bria's reaction to the
I
conversation?
felt like it was more of a forced beef. Because why did he not address it then? Because he knew. Natalie's intention. He knew. I felt like he
Yeah.
did. So why did not address it then when she was there to like say her part or her piece? You wanted
Mm-hmm.
to have a conversation after she left. At this point, she's already gone. So it's whatever.
Yeah, it's
You
whatever at this point.
he shouldn't have brought it back up. So that's why I kind of like understand Bree's frustration.
Mm-hmm.
But she always do the most. So she gonna be
Yeah.
dramatic with it
To
because she
me, the
was doing the
both
most.
of
But
them
I
were
understand her
wrong in the
frustration.
both of them
Yeah,
were to me wrong in this conversation. Bria's reaction, she was already getting loud for what reason I
she
don't
was
know
getting
why.
loud. Yeah.
Then we saw where she started behaving like a bitch because she didn't call Nick
Mm-hmm.
Urkel,
Yeah, brought Nick into it. That was crazy. Why would you
calling him
bring Nick into
Urkel.
this?
Then she also
That was funny to me.
then she also was also saying that Amir and his broad.
Yeah, her broad. I mean,
I was like, girl, like everybody's reaction was like, really, Bria?
damn,
Like,
like girl,
how
she
old are
going out
you?
with a bang. I mean, why
Yeah,
not?
but it was a bit to me a bit childish and
It
unwarranted,
was a bit
and it's
childish and too
like
much.
even
Yeah.
when they asked her to count down from 10, just the countdown from 10 was a bit of
And she was counting down. Yeah,
yeah, with an
like
attitude, and I'm like, girl, you need to reevaluate yourself if you're coming back next summer because this
yeah.
needs to
And do not
yeah
bring Simon back.
that dog.
Bring her soulmate. Bring her soulmate from Trebek.
Bring her tribe Trebek. Yeah, bring that guy. Bring
Or
him next
Tribeca,
summer. Yeah.
wherever the hell she said.
We had the final scene, which was their lame ass dinner again on, I believe it was a beach or something. And
It
we
was a
saw
nice dinner
where
though.
I'm just
It
tired of
was
their
lame.
dinners. Like, if you look
True.
on the entire season, most of their season was sitting around a table eating. There was
Yeah.
no much. The only one time I've seen them went out was to that club where Bria carried the dog, and they didn't even show
Yeah,
them
I
in the club.
remember.
It just showed Bria sitting outside with the dog. So it's like, what is
Yeah,
happening
for next
this
season we
season?
really need more outings with like the general
Yeah,
public.
yeah.
Interacting with the public a little
And
bit, going in clubs and
some
all of that,
persons on the
partying.
cast needs to go. Now I'm gonna share my thoughts on who I think needs to go, and you
Let's
can
hear it.
share your thoughts who needs to
I'm sure
go.
I'll agree with most of the,
Yeah,
but let's hear it.
Jordan needs to go.
Why?
Jordan didn't bring anything this season other than her alopecia. She did not bring anything to the show. I sympathize with her as a black woman losing her hair, but this is Summer House. This should be something fun, and all she did, and it showed you when Bria was
Yeah.
doing the impersonation of her.
Pretty much
There
a
was
person who is
nothing
unbothered was always over here like, what the
exactly.
hell? What the hell? I'm
She
like,
should
she
not
really
be
didn't.
here. And the minute when someone tries to connect with her or say something, she blows up. We don't need that type of energy in Summer House. Summer House should be something fun where a group of
Yeah.
friends are staying in a vacation in a house and they having fun. She brought no fun. She
She
doesn't need to
actually
come back.
did though if we can
What
look
fun
back.
did
She
she
was a
bring her? Her
DJ, the
freak night?
resident DJ.
Her freak
Aside from the
night?
freak night, she also DJ'd another night. She got the vibe. I like her. I feel like she
She can go.
if
She can
she
be a
should do it,
friend of
she get a
she can be
season
a
3.
friend of she can be a friend of next season.
I
The
mean,
next person who I
oh
believe
Lord.
should go is Amir.
I mean, yeah, I agree.
Amir
I
can
agree.
go. I am tired of your whiteness, and I am tired of
He's
your
yeah.
female that you're trying to shove down our throats. And I'm just sick and tired of him and the fact that he's even doing podcasts and it seems like he's still not getting what the audience is saying regarding his white woman. Yeah, he can go at this
Yeah,
point
you kind
because
of
he
give like a
brings
Oreo vibe that
something.
is he kind of should be one of them black people on them white people show. That's what he gives.
Right.
I ain't gonna lie.
The next person who I believe should go is Bria. Like, I know she brings the little bit
That's
kid behavior and the tantrums and maybe the drama, but realistically, it just gets boring. It gets like you played into your character from season one. There's no growth. I think
so
I saw Kristen said this in an interview. There's no evolution. There's no growth. It's like you come
yeah.
back and you know that this is something that was talked about last season. We have you being childish or whatever. And it's like you took on that persona. So the littlest of stuff, you are forcing this type of
Yeah,
behavior
everything
down
is an
her. Yeah.
argument. The only time
Yeah.
I really like her is in her confessions. Like in her confessions, sometimes she got all together. She's so mature and all of that.
Hmm.
She knows, but like, but it being there on the show in the moment is like,
Yeah.
God damn, it's too much.
She
Because
can go. The next person who I believe should go. I'm just mentally
maybe
going through the
Jasmine, she
cast
was
in my
born.
head.
I mean, she was pregnant, so she couldn't drink and have fun and all of that. But I think she
Unfortunately,
brought the show together, so she
unfortunately,
won't. Yeah.
honestly speaking, Jasmine can go. I know she brings the show together. The reason why I said she can go is, for one, she's married,
Yeah.
and for two, no, she has a child. So I don't know what fucking energy she's gonna bring this summer into the
I
house
mean,
with a
yeah,
child.
we don't want to
She
know about
just
the
had the
kid.
child in February. You can't
Yeah.
bring the child to summer house. So it's
Yeah,
like
right.
you serve no more purpose on this show. What I
Okay.
am gearing at is, before I even get there, share your takeaway for persons who you think should stay and who should go really.
So I definitely agree with Amir should go.
Hmm.
Bria as well. Who else? Maybe Alex, because a little bit, just a little bit.
I
I
think
mean, he really
Alex
doesn't
really
much.
needs. I think
He needs
Alex
more. He
needs.
needs to bring more.
No, I think what's happening, he has no one to play with. So you don't get
Mm-hmm.
the Alex. You don't get the Alex out of him. And this will tie into why I'm saying these
Okay.
persons.
Mm-hmm.
But for Alex, I think he needs someone to play with, and there's no one to play with.
Yeah,
So
there's
you're
no
not
one
going
to
to get
play with.
anything for him. But
True.
continue.
True. What else? That's about it for me though. Mm, They definitely should make her main one of the main what's her name again? My girl that I like,
Mariah.
Mariah. Mariah.
Mhm.
Yeah. I like Mariah.
So that's your end of your.
And that's it. Unless you
Okay.
mentioned something that I agree with, but let's
All
hear
right.
it.
So the reason why I'm saying most of these people should go, and there's probably more, but I'm saying I see some potential why I'm not letting them go.
Mm-hmm.
Summer House has, well, for Martha's Vineyard, because I don't watch the original one, guys. Summer House Martha's Vineyard has too many relationships and couples in the house, and you're not going to
Yeah,
get any fun out of this. We need
true.
single people in the house. So the reason why I pointed those persons out as well was Jasmine is married. We're not going to get anything from her. I'm not saying I want all of them to be having an
And
orgy
we're not here
on
for
the show,
Silas. So
and that we're not saying we
and
need them to
it's
have
a
an orgy on the show, but we need more
yeah.
single people. We need more dynamics. We need you
That's
going
kind of
out
the
to the
vibe
club
for
and
Summer
someone
House.
else. Yeah, we
Yeah.
need you going to the club and you met someone and you carry them back home. I'm getting from Summer House, and maybe that's not the premise of the show, but for me, I'm looking on Summer House as how, I don't know if you watched Jersey Shore, the original Jersey
Just a
Shore.
little bit. Yeah.
I want Summer House to replicate that type of energy when it comes on to Jersey Shore. Like it's more a group of friends in a house having fun. These persons
Yeah.
are not having fun because they're in their relationship and their partner is not a part of the show. They only come to visit.
Yeah.
No, it showed where we saw as well where Amir, his girlfriend was leaving, and then he was like, "Oh, my fun is leaving, and now I have to
Yeah, all of
filter
that.
myself." And I'm like, "Why would you want to be in a relationship right now because your partner is
You
not
have to
physically
filter
there?" Yeah,
yourself.
exactly. So this is the problem. We're not getting much out of these people because they're in their relationship, and I'm like,
Right.
that's not fun to watch. We need to shake up the cast next season. Mariah, yes, I would love her back. Actually, oddly enough, I would love Nick, not Nick, Phil. I would like Phil in the house because
Yeah,
he
he's gonna
seems
bring the
like he
drama.
will. Yeah, he seems like despite he was trying to
Yeah.
play Kumbaya this season, he
Yeah.
would bring the drama. We need some of these people in the house that will bring the drama. We are tired of
Yeah. Shanice can stay
candlelit
because she a
dinners.
turn up girl.
Yeah,
She's always a fun time.
right. I am tired of the
Noel can
candle.
stay.
Noelle was good, and I enjoy
She
Noelle.
was
I
good.
like
She was a fun
Shanice. I
too.
like, actually, weirdly enough, despite she brought the drama this season, I actually enjoy Summer. She was going through something. I enjoyed her
Yeah,
the
she
first
was.
season. This season, she was the only one who maybe made the show had that little drama in the
At
show
this point, she
because,
probably be MVP because she was the most real. I like when they're real and like
yeah.
unfiltered, like Shanice. Because you remember, I don't know if you saw in this episode gone when they were like,
Hmm.
I think they were going. to the boathouse for Nick's event. Not Nick's, Alex event, and she was like, "I can't wait to get home to get some dick," and that's what she
Yeah.
said, and it was crazy,
So
so unfiltered.
exactly.
So that's what I feel like we are like expecting, or that's what I'm expecting.
Yeah. And then for so those were the persons that while I think they should really do come back
Mm-hmm.
and actually
Mm-hmm.
make this show if they do get a third season, praying to God, to make it more entertaining and fun. And if they really do bring back the same entire cast, guys, I don't know if you will ever see this video or see this clip, but we need more fun. I am tired of the candlelit dinners that you guys are
Yeah.
having. I am tired of, oh, the only exciting thing I got from this entire season really was I actually enjoyed Freaknik Night. I
Freaking
enjoyed the
night
night,
was,
but does
yeah.
not mean I want Jordan back. But I did enjoy that whole attempt where she brought that whole event to the forefront. And
Jordan can be fun though. She
but
can be
most times she's
fun.
not. So we can't go an entire season for 2 weeks and you're only fun for one episode. Like, what's the
Oh my
point of
God.
then Preston can stay because despite he's in a relationship, they're very shady and they call it as it
And
is.
Preston, nah, they need Preston.
They need him, so he
They
can
need
stay.
him. Yeah.
But that was my thoughts though for the actual episode, guys. Let me know what were your thoughts on the episode. And also what we would like to see for season 3 if they do get a season 3. But is
Yeah.
there anything else you wanted to share in
I
regards
mean,
to
that's about it. I'm just looking forward to the reunion. Probably not that much because of the outfits and where it's being held, but like,
Mhm.
yeah, I want to see what the reunion would be like. Is there going to be like a back and forth and all of that? You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, guys, we'll see you next week when we will be recapping the reunion. Please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe to the
Subscribe,
channel.
y'all.
And we will see you in the next one. Bye, y'all.
Bye, y'all.